Hello, family and friends, how are you? How are you doing? I hope your day is going well. Yeah, it's going well with me over here. I want to ask us a question. Those of us that believe in God, or those of you that believe in your God, what makes your God different? Don't lie. Don't tell me maybe something you got in revelation, something you got in vision, something you got in dream, because those things cannot solve your problem. I mean, the problem you have as a person, the problem you're having in your family, the problem you're having in your business, the problem you're having in wherever you are. I want you to tell me the benefit of you believing in God, what solution it has brought to your problem. I want just be sincere. Don't try to pretend or believe it's working while it's not working. So be sincere to yourself first. Look within you. Look at yourself. If you have a mirror, stand in the mirror and tell yourself the truth. What has my God done differently from any other God? Whatever you say your God has done for you, other people that don't believe in that God, say their God do the same thing to them. So think about it. You say you have testimony in your religion, other people have testimony in their religion. So what difference does your God make? Nothing. Your God is like every other God. Your God is imaginary. You cannot see your God. No one that worship God see that God. All of them, their God is imaginary, because religion is based on myth. It's work of fiction, it's allegories, it's all these fairy tales, folklores. It has nothing to do with reality. You are real. I never say you do not exist. I never say that. I say you do exist. But the God you worship does not exist. I also say that you are smarter and stronger than the God you worship, because your God cannot think unless you think. Your God cannot do anything unless you do something. And when you ascribe your success to God and your failure to Satan, you don't know what you worship. You don't know what you're doing. If your God is different from any other God, it's supposed to show in your life. Not living a make-believe life, a life that is not real, but you are confident that is real or is a true life to live, but it's not. So I want you to tell me with a confidence, the difference that your God has done or can do, that any other God in the whole world, where they have about 4,200 gods, that other gods don't do that, or people that believe or worship that God that does not have such testimony. It's everywhere, because it is make-believe. It is you giving your power, giving your will to imaginary being. So every God, regardless the name, regardless the place it is, regardless the origin, all of them are the same. They are imaginary. So you say your God, how your God can speak? When was last time you heard the voice of your God? And let me let you know, you are making your voice the voice of that God. That you have not had any voice, unless the voice you're hearing in your head. Your God cannot speak to you just as I'm speaking to you. You cannot chat with your God. In this time and age where we have smartphones, when you can chat with your parents in a far distance places, but your God, who is almighty, or which supposed to be almighty, cannot chat with you, cannot video chat with you. You can communicate with your family anytime, anywhere you are, so long you are online, and they are online. So if you are alive and your God is alive, why are you behaving like you are communicating with the dead? You communicate with the dead when no other person is around, or when you say you saw a dream or a vision, you saw a ghost. Then you are communicating with the dead. But if you are alive and your God is alive, just as I'm alive and you are alive, then communicate with your God as you can communicate with me. You say God is a spirit. Then if God is a spirit, why are you saying that God exists when it's a spirit? Have you seen a spirit before? If God is a spirit, so then let God be a spirit. You are not a spirit. If you're a spirit, you won't be here talking about God, who is a spirit. Because if God is a spirit and you are spirit, you should see God. not what you have one time experience. So what different does your God make, or what make your God different? Tell me that thing that make your God different. You say your God wake you up. No. Did they wake you up? The sun. Whenever the sun rises, you rise. Whenever the sun goes down, you go there. Haven't you noticed that? When the sun goes down, your body automatically begin to go down. You say, no, I will not sleep. It affects your whole body. It affects your whole life even. You see, they tell us that it's dangerous for you to deny yourself sleep. At least he say you're supposed to have 8 hours sleep a day. But you know, the teachings and all the training they're giving us today say, 4 hours. So you see, we end up getting sick because we deny nature. So the natural truth is this: your God is invisible. It's not different from any other God. Your God is imaginary. It's not different from any other God. And your God is not almighty. Your God cannot do anything for you. You know the truth that your God cannot do anything, but you believe based on what they told you or what they taught you or what you read in a book that, yes, oh my God, he can do all things. My God has done this. My God has done that. You believe your God turned somebody into animal. Okay, I shared a video that what happened in my town. You know, a man, they said he put a poison for another person. Then accidentally his son ate the poison and the son died. So the man started accusing maybe his brother or somebody else of killing his son. So the people, the kinsmen, as they say, decided to go to find out who really killed the son. See, these people going to find out who really killed the son, they didn't go to God. They believe in God. Most of them are Roman Catholic Church members. Most of them are also Anglican Church members. In the village where that thing happened, those are the 2 churches most of them attend. But they did not go to their God. They went looking for native doctors. Then the first native doctor they went to Uruala. They said that one charged them is it $800, 800 naira, sorry. No, the man says too expensive. So they went to another village to inquire where they found out so things one time. Then they went to, they say, Abo. Finally, they went to Abo where they charged them 300,000. See these people, they can raise money to find out who killed somebody, but they cannot take care of the living. And they believe their God is almighty, their God is alive. Their children will come on Facebook and be running their mouth at me, saying that I said there is no God, all that crap. But these people, their God could not reveal who killed the child. Then the man, they said that the man, when they are, how you know who killed the child? The person will be eating grass like goat. You know what came to my mind the first time I heard that? The story of Nebuchadnezzar in the Bible. You say your God to turn Nebuchadnezzar into a beast, he begin to eat grass like beasts of the field. But you see, this is what happened in our time. This is what happened recently. Somebody eating grass like goat to show that he's the one guilty. But the man saying he didn't do anything. That's another thing we're supposed to understand. That people can make up something that is strange to you does not mean it's true. That is strange to you does not mean, yeah, it must be real. No. Okay, so these people believe in God. They worship God every Sunday. They also have midweek service, or other days they go to Bible for Bible study and all that. But their God failed to reveal who killed the child. They have to look for native doctor. Because people are looking for whatever they believe will work for them. And whatever you believe will work for you. If you believe I'm your God, I will begin to work for you. If you believe your car is your God, it will begin to work for you. Anything you believe will work for you because you are the real God. But you have been brainwashed, indoctrinated to see yourself as nothing. So you belittle yourself and praising the dead God, invisible God, imaginary God. What make your God different? Tell me. There is nothing. Your God cannot do a shit. Your God cannot even lift a spoon and feed you. Your God cannot put food on your table. Your God cannot put money in your pocket. But you have been you have been taught to believe, yeah, if I succeed, it is God. If I fail, it is devil or somebody in your village destroying your destiny on that. Nonsense. Take your destiny in your hand. You have the power and the will to change your life, change your condition. It is not any God controlling anything in this world. What you don't know does not mean other people don't know it. What you cannot explain does not mean it is one God hiding somewhere. There is somebody that can explain that. So I don't know how to fix my car does not mean anybody that fixes it is God or Almighty God I should worship. No, there are people that have knowledge of that. There are people that can do that. All right. Okay, let me approve this if it comes up. So when you say you believe in God, somebody said, I know the God I worship. Yeah, I just added you. I just approved it. It's connected. So if you are, yeah. So
Good evening, sir.
welcome.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Good,
you're welcome.
sorry. Imaka Nigeria, you know how Nigeria is. There is
That's
not
no
always
problem.
light here. So,
Yeah, Nigeria, they call it because people to Choreno in the dark. Maka, I won't I Chorema Maka Nigeria. Nigeria will abụghị obodo ofu onye. Nigeria is not one man or like a one people's country. And we're supposed to
yeah.
understand that. But when we keep believing that lie that God is this, see the condition of Nigeria. Many people suffer in Nigeria. You are from Nigeria, right? You are in Nigeria.
I'm in Nigeria, yes. I'm in
Okay.
Nigeria.
You see, that how many people in Nigeria can come online just as you do? Very few. Some
Very few,
people
yeah.
have data, but they don't have life. Some people have life, they don't have data. You know, you are
Yeah.
checking all that. But here I am. I'm in America now, right? Where they are fixing my car. I just stand in the street. Not any maybe Wi-Fi or anything. No, but that's what I'm paying for. I'm using it in Nigeria. People spend money. People pay for lights. They are not using the light they pay for. All that. So they are spending money on what is not working, and they believe it's working, which is the same thing going on.
Um,
So
I shared this video on my page so that some of my friends can listen to what you teaching, because we are so brainwashed in this country by these so-called pastors in Nigeria,
mhm.
and they are fighting themselves secretly. And I don't know how they got these things they are teaching our people, trying to lead them astray. You know, at times when I tell people there is no this, there is, they will tell you I'm so ignorant. I should go read my Bible, this, that, and that. Whenever I go to whenever I go to churches, as the pastor will tell me, you need a deliverance, I'm gonna deliver you. I will tell the man of God, I don't call the man of God man of Satan. I'm gonna deliver you myself. You know, I will do that myself. How will you tell me I want to deliver me, a sinner like you trying to deliver me? I don't know. Our people need to wake up. We really need to wake up. So I
Of
love
course,
what you're doing. I love what you're doing. I've been following you up for a while, and I love it. Just
yeah.
keep on educating us.
Of course, the truth shall prevail. So, like what you say, don't know where they get it. We know all that where I came from because I used to be a pastor in Nigeria. I used to have my
Hmm.
own church also. I have pastored in another church. Let me cite one example. The man is from my town also, but I was working in his ministry. One time we were having in the morning we come to office and have a like meeting, where we start the day and organize or plan how the day will go. A young man came into the office where we said, I want to see the GO. So GO is one running the meeting. So the GO said the young man tell him, God said you should sow this your car as a seed. You need to see how he asked that guy to get out. You are hungry. But the same GO we go to church and say, give, it shall be given unto you, right? God do this, God do that. So we know that because we were trained to do that. Like, we were indirectly, everybody that goes to church indirectly has been programmed or trained to believe
Yeah.
certain things. So when you go to Bible school or theological school, it's like you are proving that you are going to the next level. But everyone that goes to church, they believe the same shit. They believe, oh no, this is true. This is how it's supposed to be. And I've read it, I've sung it. So the ministers, they don't practice what they really preach. Because if they practice what they preach, right, no,
Yeah,
they will
I
lose
want to
members.
say something. I want to
Yeah.
say something about someone that just commented on this now. Her name is Favor Jabez
Oh,
Edet.
Jabez, yeah.
Yeah, she used to be a friend, or she's a friend.
Yeah, I think network bad. So let me continue. When you come back, I will stop also.
Okay, hold on, I'm
Okay.
back. I'm back. Someone
Okay.
interrupted. Yeah, she's a friend of mine.
Mm,
She based in Lagos.
okay.
And I would say a very strong Christian lady. She goes to church, this, that, and there's no day she doesn't go to church. But I'm surprised seeing her now saying that she loved what we're saying. I think she must have been, she must have
Of course, of
been
course.
wrecked.
Of course, that is. You see, when I say people are like, you see me say when somebody commit nonsense on my post, I say, um, um, blind idiots, or blind fool, or stupid, or that they may think, oh, what I'm saying, but I'm doing it on purpose, because that's the only way. I used to be like them. I used to be like them, so I know how I used to defend my faith, my belief. I'm not, I'm not blaming them unless after hearing me, then I can blame them. But I call them that to provoke them, like when I say fuck Jesus, fuck God, because I found out that God does not exist, that Jesus does not exist. They cannot do me anything. So I want to show them that fear you have, that God will do this, God will punish you. Some will tell you are bringing curse on your family. Rarely now they say that to me, because they see that all the curse that I've been expecting is not coming. All the punishment, all that nonsense is not happening. Because I just want them to see, no, it's a lie. They deceive us. They use that fear. I think I shared that post earlier this morning. I said, fear is the fire of hell. That's of religion.
Yeah,
Fear is the fire, the hell fire. The fire that is burning people is called fear. That's what is burning people a lot. So when you see somebody like Sister Favor, I used to be a pastor, not maybe this. So somebody will say, okay, all these years you have been a pastor, how do you just change? I say simple. I gave you Samsung laptop, and I tell you that's Apple. I tell you, Samsung laptop is Apple, and you have been using it as Apple, Apple laptop. You have been using it, but it's Samsung. Then one day you
yeah,
find out, oh, this guy tell me this was Apple, but it's Samsung. I said, what do
the
you do?
Samsung.
It's Samsung, so you throw it because you need Apple. Apple work better, or maybe as I thought, or as I proved, not just I thought, not just I believe. I've seen that Apple have a inbuilt antivirus. Samsung don't. So I've
Yeah,
used both of them, but I still deceive you that, oh, this is Apple, why it is Samsung, and you bought it at the price of Apple from me, which business people do sometimes. They can cover something up, like when you go to Alaba
yeah,
International, they can sell you China, made in China, or Quack China television as Sharp or as Sony, because they just remove the whatever they and put Sony there. You buy it as Sony. When
yeah,
you get home and put it, you say, no, this thing is not working as Sony. It's Sony. They program Sony inside. When you turn it on, you see Sony on the screen, but the TV is not actually Sony. So that's how it
that's
is.
true.
People are waking up, of course. People are waking up. I'm no, I am not doubting that. That's why some people say, no,
Hello.
leave people alone. They don't want to know. Our people are sleeping. Leave them to sleep. No, I'm not leaving them to sleep,
No, no,
because they didn't
bro.
leave
Let
our
me tell
ancestors
you.
to sleep.
Let me tell you the truth. A lot of people know the truth now. They want to come out. Oh, praise to God, they brought light. They want to come out.
He said,
Yes.
praise God. Up never, say up never.
So a lot of people, a lot of people want to come out, but they are afraid of what people will talk about them. You understand? What are they going
Yeah.
to say about us when they see us in some certain places? Yes, that kind of thing. A lot of people know the truth,
Mm.
but it's so sad. It's so sad they cannot be open enough and speak out. They are threatened by pastors. telling them they will go to hell. If you say this, you go to hell. If you don't pay your tithes, you go to hell. At times I keep wondering, how do we know there is hell? How do we know there is heaven if not
The
things being
Bible
told
says
to
so.
us?
The
Yeah, if
Bible
not
says
things
so.
they told us. And when we give birth to our children, we tell our children there is heaven and hell. When you do this, you go to hell. When you do that, you go to heaven. They will grow up with that. You understand? And when they give birth to their own children, they will tell their children, if you do this, you go to hell. If you do that, you go to heaven. And they will keep on passing that fake message to them. And people like me, honestly, it has really affected me a lot in life. To the level that if I want to do this or something that will better my life, I'll start thinking of heaven. You understand? And it's really sad and not really good in our society. We need to amend in that. We need to tell people the truth.
Yeah, but that's what
But
is called, I call it a circle of ignorance. You know, our parents
yes,
were ignorant, so they pass it down to us. Now that
yeah,
we grew with that ignorance, but now we're beginning to see the truth. So what is holding us now is fear, like what you rightly say. What will people say? What
yeah,
I used to have a lot of pastors. They don't talk to me anymore. I don't care. They know that I don't care. The guy when I was in theological school, the guy, the man, because he respect my ministry, he respect me, he respect me, although he's older than me, but he respect me as somebody that this person is special somebody. Even
yeah,
last 2 times I went to Nigeria, he came to my village, right? So we were deep. Even when I was a minister like that, if I'm feeling sick, because I read in the Bible, it says when the righteous people, when they speak with each other, the book of remembrance are open, right? So
yeah,
I interpreted it like if I'm sick, if I'm talking with another believer, I can get healed without even telling the person
yeah.
I'm sick, and they work for me.
That
you know, that's how I use
that's
it.
true.
So he commented on my post and said, "What happened to me? The faith we both confess, I have left." I said, "Of course." I asked him, if you find out the truth that what you have been believing or teaching is lie, what are you supposed to do? I'm still waiting for his reply. So you have many people that still have that fear. My parents, of course, my parents are alive, they are young. They don't talk to me anymore because of this. And did you think I care? No, because I tell them already, you lied to me, and I lied to my daughter. I found out the truth. I tell you it's a lie, and I tell my daughter it's a lie also. My
Lie.
husband called me, Daddy, what are you saying? I asked her a question. He said, yeah, he's right, but I said, there's no but. When you get to the truth, there's no but to the truth. If you add but to the truth, you will just go to the another direction. It's just like the truth is straight. But when you add but, you take the next exit. You can land anywhere, and they land you in a dead zone or dead end. So when it
All
comes
right,
to our people, of
all right,
course,
bro.
we should
Bring
prepare.
in.
Yeah, somebody want to come in, but I can't. My this thing cannot add the person unless you go
All
out.
right, sir. Bring in best way guy way, so that we hear what he has to say.
I know he went. I approved it, but he said they cannot. Like when I click, he said can't bring
Yeah, let
best
me
way.
leave. Yeah, let me leave. Let me leave. Let me leave.
Yeah, you have to for best way for him to come in. All right, good. All right, best way you can require again so that I can approve it. So, like what I'm saying, I talk about imaginary. Every God is imaginary. Every God is invisible. Now, you say your God can speak, their God cannot speak. You say your God cannot hear. How do you know your God hears? Have you ever prayed and God said, yeah, I'll have you? You know. It's because of what they taught you. They say, pray, God hears. God hears. Which God? Which God hears? No God hears anything. No. So but you believe God hears you or God has heard you. I remember how the host even made a song out of that. He said, God has answered your prayer, He has heard you already. And we used to dance and sing. God has answered my prayer, has heard me already. It has come, the dawning of a new day. The host was the one that composed that song instantly in a minister's conference. One Sunday when he was closing the program, we begin to sing it. The dawning of a new day. It has come, the dawning of a new day. God has answered your prayer. He has heard you already. And you believe that, oh, God has answered my prayer, has heard me already. Okay, you go. Next Sunday you come back, the same thing. Next Sunday you come back, the same thing. If God has answered your prayer, He has heard you already. It's supposed to be tangible. It's supposed to see it. It's not something you just believe. Yeah, God has heard me. God has answered my prayer. I believe in God. I pray. The God of Idahosa, the God of Oyedebo, the God of Keneko, and all that shit. But you're supposed to know that when somebody had you, like when you call your child, you hear that child response to know, to confirm that that child had you. And when you are calling somebody's name and the person did not respond, what do? When you see the person say, I've been calling you and you didn't answer me. You see, you get upset. But when it comes to God, you don't get upset. Oh, you don't question God. No, don't do that. Whether God answer you or not, God delay is not denial. That's nonsense. Did God tell you He's delaying anything? Did God tell you He's delaying your prayer to answer your prayer? He said, when you pray, believe. You believe. It's not when you pray, God answered. He said, when you pray, believe. That's what they make you believe. They want you to believe. Not actually. Why not they say, when you pray, believe you have given offering? Believe you have given tithe? Can they say that to you? No. It's only when it comes to something that matters to you, they want you to believe. But when it comes to something that matters to religion or religious leaders, it has to be practical. It's not by faith. The church is not functioning by faith. The church is functioning by fact. That's why they take your money to build it. They take your money to pay the bills. They are not worshiping God by faith. Huh? So the God, before he created okay. I don't know who Aguro is responding to. I didn't really, because they bring light, thank God, but here light is here. Yeah. Of course, sometimes I still make that mistake. I say that. So sometimes you want to come out, I suppress it. Thank what? I'm not thanking any God. He says, yeah. It's in Africa, you hear others up NEPA, or thank God light is back. It's not God. God's supposed to give them 24/7 steady power supply, but it's not possible there. It is not any God, it's not any devil. It is man-made. And it is man that will change the condition, like the condition in Nigeria. All of us, I keep asking the Nigerians in America here, is this how we will continue forever? What are we doing for our posterity? All of us running away, we come to America, we begin to live better life, we begin to enjoy life. How about our people? How about our siblings? How about our parents in Africa? If we keep running away, how are we going to survive as a people? That's why white people laugh at us, because we don't know. We say even if we preach against their God, they are still our God. They are still over us. So you see that supremacy in Africa everywhere. So, but as a people, of course, we're supposed to wake up, and that's what we're doing, waking our people up. You don't say you have people that are in power, like the president of a country and the people you voted for. And you are asking me, what have I done to people in my village or in my town or in my country? What is the work of the government? But you will quote what American president said. He said that don't ask what America will do for you, ask what you can do for America. That's nonsense. You know how many years those people have been building before that guy said that shit? It's the same guy that sent people to the moon because they have something to do with. He was sitting on money in his rich family to say that. It's just like you quoting what Solomon said, vanity upon vanity. Have you been rich like Solomon? You are poor, but you are quoting vanities upon vanity. All is vanity because they use it to suppress you. That's nonsense. You have to work. You have to make your government work. Why? How I wish they would say all Africans to go back to Africa. That's my prayer. If prayer was, let them make all Africa and all over the world say, hey, all of you, go and fix your land. They're supposed to do that. So, but why are we behaving like our condition is permanent? Why? And we claiming there is God somewhere we praying to, He's doing anything in Jesus' name. That's crap. We need to wake up, people. You have to work. I'm here where they're fixing my car. If they fix my car, I have to pay them. If I don't pay them, I'm not taking my car. I cannot say, oh God, come and tell them to, to leave me go. It can never happen. Let us live in reality, not in imagination or in fairy tales. All this nonsense they tell us. Our ancestors believe in all that, and but see what happened to them. Yet we keep letting the same thing happening to us. So there is there's nothing that makes your God different from any other God. So if you condemn other people's God, but you think your God is good, no, that people also will condemn your God. So, but as a people, we are the same. Whatever you have, I have as a person. If you're a man as I am, whatever I have, you have. If you're a woman, you have whatever any other woman has. So what makes you different from other, even the Bible say what makes you different from animal? Nothing. It say man does not have any advantage over animal. So you're supposed to know that if you truly believe in this God and you say he's almighty, then let him show the almightiness, not mighty. No, say my God is almighty God. In other words, he's unlimited. He can do all things. But if that God cannot solve your problem, when you sick, you still have to go to see a doctor. When you sick, you still have to go to hospital. So what makes that God almighty? Nothing. When you sick, you need a doctor. When you get accident, you run into accident, do you say, call pastor to come and pray for me first? No. It's hospital. Hey, I don't die, yo. Help, help, help. Where do people take you to? Have you seen anybody that is sick and they're taking the person to hospital? You say, no, I don't want to go to hospital. Take me to my pastor. Take me to church. Because your pastor may be in the hospital also in need of help. Some of you haven't seen all those great men of God in Nigeria, maybe in the hospital. You think they don't. They go to America and go for treatment. They go to London. They fly. You don't fly. They enjoying life. You not. Let me bring this brother in and see what he has for us. So tell us, if you believe in that God, what makes your God different from other gods? We want to know.
Hello.
I go to one. Nobody.
Well,
How are you?
one. What is that?
KJ.
Udodi.
Oh, good evening, bro. Almost slave are you?
Okay. Okay. Good evening, my brother.
KJ.
Udodi one number. Yeah, go say that.
I had the man Kojam.
The person now reply. I want one guy. I say, who then created the earth? Tell me. Understand? Huh?
That's
So,
old question.
old question. So I can now say, okay, that's your God. Where was that your God before he created heaven and earth? Where was the God?
I'm going
And
to
who
after
was?
creation.
Uh-huh.
Not tired. You can go your music.
Na because ndị be anyị mere ụdị ajụ ha na-ajụ, and those questions ha kwesịrị na-ajụ their pastors, and they don't ask their pastors those questions about
No.
hapụzi nke gbachọrọ isi ego ha na
Yeah, I won't let
ebido ịjụ ya. Because somebody will ask you, yes, who created you? Who created heaven and earth? Who created water? How can all these things how can you be asking
creation,
such
they
questions?
just put that creation idea.
Yeah, phobia. So because that name God, who named him the name? Who gave him that name God? He said God. Is he a human being?
He named himself now. He's
Okay, so our people, honestly, you are doing a great job, and necessarily bomber to bomber, because you are teaching them with the same fraudulent book, and you called Bible, evil book.
Of course.
If you could yesterday today, and one of our sisters know you okay. The door of the Bible also now yeah start to go this book for 25 years. Then yeah chapter and this book was not meant for any black person. Then when you need that book called
Of
Bible.
course.
Forget. No, they
It
don't
was
need
just
that
used
very
to
book.
suppress them. That's the tool for suppression, oppression, and all that.
And all ya would today over ya walk. But on the buy now, you know, as a handle now, but the one thing is Ezoku adịghị true, and eziokwu ka anyị ga na-ekwu.
Of course.
Nothing we will never stop until we liberate our people.
There's nothing we can do against nature. We have to enjoy it, love nature, and enjoy it.
Nothing. And there one mistake in the buying name. You forgot the thing. So But the gospel truth here about that we must continue this
Man,
very good work.
Oka Keji, like when I was growing in truth, let me use that term. And find that out now because it's Oka. Now my language, Oka, it has nothing to do with church or Sunday.
Yes.
Oka,
The same thing.
or like when you say Oku no Oka.
Yeah.
But this is how I used to say it. Like, I hear somebody else. I said, yeah, man, with the missionaries who were the Ozioma, and the buy no Oyibo. So, the buy got double issue. That's why they use Kariga, a double issue, and a tea something. So, the buy got then, the Goka, Boba Handoka. One person ya brought on a kuku, and they are new on a queen. I got on a just no. Yeah, okay. I got anything. You just believe it. So I shared a post yesterday on that. I shared a post on that yesterday also about how somebody put it about Okunoka. You know, it's trouble. And you find out since I have been writing Okunoka. As you know, Okunoka. N'ime ụmụnna gị ya agwa mgbe nwere ụmụnna n'ala Igbo ha ncha na-aga ofu ụka no. And enwegodi one family ọ dịka ofu nne na ofu nna ji ha tolitecha ịfụ na among those families ha anọkọtakwa nke a ya asịghị ọ na-agaji Deeper Life, nke a asịghị ọ na-agaji Pentecostal, nke a asịghị ọ ka bụ Anglican na Roman Catholic. Ha ekwekọrịtakwa ha n'ime onwe ha. They are still envying themselves, hating themselves. No more brotherhood.
So one thing, what about division? Good division. Yeah, he is that
division and hatred, of course.
Yes.
Ewepụ Christianity. Ị ka ahụ dị na-atụ some ndị na-atụ ụjọ na village bụ ụjọ.
Yes. All this in country now. Yes. All ya to fear.
Yeah.
We can either pass or apagi. When we keep please or something, you have fear that somebody wants to kill you or somebody will give somewhere actually you got all religion or all your Christianity cause.
Ikayagana be your uncle. Ikayagana be your uncle sitting in a ngumri or in a freely like that. Because somebody I go to your uncle, they make your uncle you have that fear in you, but you don't express it. But also you cannot dare to eat it. And this person, somebody honor worship Almighty God. But Hannah told you the gods of the land and all that. You know,
yes. So. And the thing, it should go this thing one day, and don't forget people. The moment you realize this truth about this religion, heaven, hell, woman not to see. Even death, you will never be scared of death anymore because death is not a bad thing.
I say I can even die this moment. I don't care. I'm coming back.
That's it. And listen, at times I remember that on our time can go in the first because I've well can you forget that side?
You already experienced it. That's what you experience when you lay down to sleep. You died and wake up.
You see,
you have experienced it. Knowledge is setting you free from fear. All that fear. Number one, no God can curse me. No God can kill me. No wrath of God, no punishment of God, and the one that can punish any God, and the one that can destroy any God. You see, because God, if I see you are God, I will destroy that God. Because you have to make that God. It's an idol. But you cannot show me you are God. Anyway, like you see our sister saying, I'm married to Jesus. One tell me yesterday from my town. He said, when Jesus appeared to her, I said, appeared. you appeared.
Imagine it went to a and do cabo. And they are and he said, all the people who go get any people that went to heaven, all of them come back. After when you say, when I went to heaven, when they open heaven for me, why do you come back?
No, it's only the dream. It's only the dream. So, like somebody said to me, which I was saying earlier, he said, why after all this you decided to say you don't believe in them anymore? I said, because we are no longer in the age of believing. We're in the age of knowing. I'm supposed
Yes,
to
we
know.
want to know.
I don't believe
Yeah.
anything. I don't.
For what?
I don't want to believe anything. I want to know. Because when
Yes.
you know, for example, if I know how to fix my car, will I spend my money and my time to go to any other man to fix it and I pay for the
Never.
person?
Never.
So when you know
Impossible.
the truth, you don't need any pastor. When you know the truth, you don't need
Tell you.
anyone over your life telling you, vomiting on your mind.
Yeah.
No. You begin to live a free life. Fear will just die naturally. What is fear? Have you seen fear? No. And fear keep you in bondage. But you cannot do anything with fear. You see, when you are afraid, even driving is scary. When you are afraid, fear torments you.
Yeah.
It torments you. And you are the one that created that fear and harbor that fear and entertaining that fear. But when you say, you know what, but you see some people, they cannot climb a tree. They say they have height phobia or whatever they call it. They may fall and die. That's their fear. But they can
Yes,
defeat that.
because
They can overcome that.
now our people, they will ask you, as in, then who do you worship?
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you worship?
That's
As in,
another crazy
I'm a
question.
katana, Joe. How can I be worshiping something that I never seen this ever since I've been worshiping? How can I go somewhere and be worshiping something that somebody told me about?
Nah.
Somebody told me that God, I have to, which kind of God that I have to beg, cry every day to bless me, to give me, for what? This God chooses to bless the people that suppress, as in that our oppressors. He blesses them, he gives them knowledge. Can't you see that God doesn't, he never existed anywhere?
Never.
If it does exist, how can, if there is heaven and hell, I used to tell people, with white man, none of them will enter to heaven because of what they did to our ancestors. So,
Absolutely.
and themselves,
They are the
they
ones
are
that
not
made it
scared
up.
of,
They know it does not
they,
exist.
yes, they are not scared of the hell because they know that it never existed. They are the ones that created it with their religion. But our people are scared of hell. The reason why you see Christianity and all this religion thriving today in Africa is because fear of hell.
Yeah.
Remove hell now, and you will see all of them will come out of that very shrine. Because I call it shrine. I don't know what is doing in our land. If you can give me one good thing this your religion Christianity has brought in our African whatever continent, then I might continue worshiping that
Nothing.
your Jesus. But
Nothing.
I never see one good thing. Only
So I
division, hatred,
I go
I want them.
let's see if this guy will come in. Drop. Come mama this guy way or best way.
Yeah, best, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to want them. That
Yeah.
Lord, oh,
Yeah.
you see,
Jisike.
all right.
Best way send the request again. It drop. I don't know. Of course, the callers are making a lot of sense because they are getting it. So, and we are supposed to be getting it. This is simple. Look at the problem in our families. If maybe you came from rich family, but I came from poor family. Okay, the reason why I misbehave as a teenager, does start stealing, joining bad gang, is because I was born in a poor family, and I started trying to fight or trying to become rich. Nobody like poverty. If you, human being, detest poverty, how about the God you say you worship, the Almighty? Your God cannot solve that poverty. You say God created all of us. God cannot make all of us rich. So think about it. That whatever you believe in to be your God, what good is that God doing for you or to you? Let's see if this brother will come in. Best way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Ponezi.
Hello, best way.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I just want to go outside
Oh, you know,
because I'm watching soccer.
oh,
Mba, I'm even a ball.
I can't hear you about you, no
Brother
brain.
Shade.
That's another thing about you, no brain.
Mba, ọ na European na back and na Austrian bar. I just a ball. Brother Shade, all I did go dig in mma. All the that's Udo Derege. Udo Derege. Nnam, eh?
Yeah.
You really make my day. But ihe anu a unu ndị mmadụ tete n'ụra now. I woke up 2011. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm man in
Yeah. I wake up 2011. I take all the sticker, all the Bible I bought from Baka. When they come to Austria, I always buy their sticker. I burned all of them. 2011, I burned it. So I'm the really victim of Christianity. Hello?
Yeah, I'm
the really victim of Christianity because Christianity really fucked me up when I'm still in Nigeria. Understand? Because my mother went to belong to Deeper Life. And when she belonged to Deeper Life, everything turned upside down in my home. He started having problem with my father. Understand? Then when I come to Europe, I know that we are crazy there. I wish we will make all this church, TB Joshua, Suleiman, we will make it to factory. Then supper will stop in Nigeria. If we do that, if we stop all this church in Nigeria, we will start having the glory as a people. Understand? Church, Christianity, Islam. Without taking them out, we can never move an inch. We will still be suffering. You know, such a generation get Christianity than Africa. Africa will see the glory. Understand? If we take away Christianity, Islam, whatever they call themselves, yeah, how are you? Yeah. Say hello. Take care. This place, they never believe in God, but they are progressing. Do you have problem there? Everything okay?
You hit the brakes, right? No, even when I'm driving. I'm saying even when you drive, but even when you hit the brakes, the car.
Everything okay there?
We're surprised because with that little patrol. No, Queen.
Yeah, Samuel Austin, I see you. Samuel Austin, I see you. As my friends are watching, I love that. You know, I wish my junior brother will watch also because they are all keeping religion in there, and it's still killing us. It's killing us. I post your video. They told me this man is a occultic. I tell them they are occultic. It's not this man. Understand? This man. I sent your video to my senior brother. They told me, hey, please don't follow this man. It's occultic. I tell them they are occultic people. You understand what I mean? Like this Madabuchi in Indonesia. Sample for you. I really love you guys. I really love you guys. Keep on the good work until we liberate our people in bondage. Our people is already in bondage. They're already in bondage, and we must bring them out. Suleiman, Mbaka, TB Joshua, all their church will come to factory. Until all their church come to factory, I will never rest. So that my people will get job. A lot of people are calling me to send money to them. They go to school, but they don't have job. They go to school, but they don't have job. They don't have job. I'm not happy for that because there's no job. There's no job opportunity. Everywhere is church. And this thing is not helping us anymore. It's not a joking matter anymore. We have to be serious and conquer all these motherfuckers and take them out from our land. Understand? I built factory. Understand? All these Suleiman Church, Mbaka Church, TB Joshua, all of them have to be factory.
I call them criminals. I don't
so that people will get brother. If people will be angry of Christianity, I'm the number one. Because I hawk orange, I hawk granite. My mother will take it to go and sow seed in Deeper Life. Deeper Life. I never have any gain. Christianity never do any change in my life. I'm living fine today. It's not about Christianity, brother. Brother Shade, I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. Try to liberate our people because you know Bible more than me, brother. You know Bible more than me. But I burned Bible before you because I burned my own Bible 2011. Nobody tell me.
I burned my Bible, but even when I was a Christian, I remember I used Bible to clean yash in a prison. Okay, so even when I was still a Christian or before even I became a pastor. So brother, in prison they use Bible to smoke Igbo, which I think I've done. So
let our people start waking up so that we will build factory, build company. Please, it's not about to Christianity. Christianity can never put food in your table. Understand? It can never put food in your table. Okay, look at in my village, when I'm small, Brother Shadrach, when I'm small, we have peace in my village. But now, there's no peace in my village anymore.
No,
Because
they
of
cannot.
there's many churches, and everybody, if you're talking to some people, they would call you unbeliever. They will call you Satan. It's not working like that. I'm never be a Satan. I'll never have a bad mind. Understand? But I can never go to church. Good man is inborn. Understand? So, brother, keep on their good work. I'm seeing you. I'm following you. I'm
Listen,
seeing
I
you.
was
I'm following you.
prepared before they were. I was prepared for this before they were conceived. So
Yeah. And this guy in Indonesia, you guys are doing great job. I love this guy, man. I love him.
So I'm not in it for money or fame, as they always say, because they're stupid. If I'm for money, I'll be preaching Jesus, Mary. If
Brother,
one of the dreams I have that's supposed to scare me is like about Mary, right? You know you know what it means to speak against Mary to Catholic people. Oh man, you don't dare do that. You know, I say, listen, because sometimes you may have dreams that scare you. But that's why when I speak or teach about dream, I make it so easy for anybody to understand. It's a dream. That's all it is. It's not a reality. It can never be real until you make it real. Dream is dream. It remains in dreamland, not in reality. You know. So all those things about people, of course, people are waking up. How about me? I used to be a pastor. I used to be evangelist. You need to hear me when some people say I'm a deliverance minister. I say no. I never believe in deliverance ministry. And when they invited me to do family deliverance and all that, I tell them the same thing. Because I used to preach, you must be born again. I said, you have to be born again to be free. There's no such thing as family deliverance. Because I was telling the people the truth. But I say, oh, family deliverance, I know how to do Anwenshi. I can do a lot of Anwenshi. I can say, I can see your future. I can say all that. But it's supposed to be natural thing to us, just as our ancestors have. Every family, all of us, we have some special thing in us that we can use to serve one another. Not monetary anything. But after you can give the person whatever comes from your mind. And that's where you borrow it. They say, if God has blessed you, close your eyes, whatever your mind say or whatever your heart say, bring. They borrow it from us. It is what our native doctors used to do. The true native doctor will never charge you, will never bill you to treat you. The true native doctor will tell you, don't worry, I will do this. After, when you get well, then whatever comes from your mind or from your heart, then come and thank the gods. That's what they say. But these people steal it and say, okay, if there is Holy Spirit, why am I closing my eyes and letting my heart do anything? The Holy Spirit tell me, okay, give 1 naira or 2 naira. The Holy Spirit cannot do that, but they tell you, it's the Spirit of God, He speaks. Listen, that's nonsense. So our people are waking up. There's no truth about that.
Brother Shed, I keep on saying thank you. 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 My brother is watching now. My brother, I thank God. I thank my ancestors. My brother is watching now. You see what happened? you see what happened? When you tell them you are not in a church anymore, they will think that you believe in native doctor. Native doctor is also fake. Native doctor is also fake.
Of course.
Doctor, let people understand me. Native doctor is also fake.
Of course.
Suleiman, Mbaka, TB Joshua, all of them, Onyedepo and Adeboye, they are also fake. When Suleiman come to Austria to visit Austria, he make it in his flyer. He said Operation Europe. They told me to come and work security in Suleiman Arena when he do his crusade. Then I said no, I want to be ordinary guest. Then when I come there, I wanted Suleiman. That time I'm already wake up already. I'm already know the game. Understand? I'm in the front seat. I want Suleiman to appoint me to come out, but Suleiman did not do that. He see me, he passed me and go and look for the people they already arranged and tell them their problem. Understand? I wanted Suleiman, I want to single-handedly to treat his fuck up in Austria. But he passed me, he never called me. He just looked me, he touched me, he go. Understand? Yeah. If this stupid criminal Suleiman they call me, then I will tell him that I know I know everything more than him. Understand, brother? Keep on doing your good work. Wake up my mother. Wake up my mother. Because when I send little money to my mother to eat, he go and sow seed. They tell him that if without sowing seed, I can never survive. While I'm surviving without the fucking of their fucking prayer. It's not working. Prayer is not working. Prayer is not working. Prayer is not working.
It's waste of time. Big time.
Let them know it and let them know it. Let everybody that watching see me. Prayer is not working. What working is hard work.
Of course.
Hard work.
They know that. Prayer cannot help them to eat. Prayer cannot solve their problem. That's why
prayer can never move a mountain.
No.
Prayer can never move a mountain.
Let prayer move your slipper first. Not a mountain is too big. Your slippers.
Brother Shadrach, stay sample for you. Stay sample for you. Keep on the good work. Liberate our people. Our people is in bondage, brother.
Yeah.
Our people is in bondage. A lot of them. Look at the country we have come from. We're supposed to be great, but we have a Muslim, we have Christian, we have all the religions, but we are suffering. We are the lesser people on the world that are suffering. But every street you go, we have church. It's not working. It's not working. I tell people, they're not working. They're calling you evil. They're calling me evil, calling me names, they're calling me this. Then I'm Antichrist and whatever. Brothers, it's not like that. Let us face reality so that our youth will get job. If I have job in Nigeria, I will never come Europe. Understand? I will be there. No awesome. I'm in Vienna, Austria. No awesome person that going to Ghana or going to Nigeria to look for greener pasture. But we are here. We are here looking for their greener. Where I'm working, they never believe in God. They never pray. Understand? They never pray. They never believe in God. But things are moving. Those days when I come, those days when I come new. If I'm eating in the working place, I will pray. The other guy is slapping me. He told me, "What are you doing?" I said, "No, I want to pray so that the food will eat." He told me, "Hey, Bess, are you crazy? What's going on? Why are you doing this?" You know. But that time in my mind, I said it's evil. But the people I call evil is the people that make me who I am. These are the people that give me job. You understand? Let our people wake up. Let our people wake up. Let our people wake up. Let things work. You can never have food in your table when calling Jesus, when calling God, when calling Allah, when calling Muhammad.
No.
Zero. Nothing can happen.
No.
In my village, there's a lot of enmity. You cannot come somebody now. You can never go somebody's house and eat. But when I'm small, everybody's living with a harmony. That time we'll never get all this Pentecostal in my village. But now we have Pentecostal church in my village. Too much dividing, a lot of enmity, even in a mother reign. Even Ofunne and Wensobu. Obuno told it before. So I thank you. I thank somebody like you. I thank also somebody like Mazi Chukwuka. I thank God somebody like I thank Mazi Eze. These the people. Let us keep on and take all this rubbish in our side, brother. I mean it. You know. Another one more thing before I quit. It's not easy. It's not easy to go out from religion because we're born into it.
Yeah, it's not easy. I know.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy.
It's
not gonna be a
day job. I know how I struggle.
Brother, it's not gonna be a day job. And one thing I want to tell you now, let me just put it on air. Brother, next time I want you to fix a program and telling people to take away their children that Jesus died for them. Because these little innocent children, they never commit any sin.
Yeah.
Understand? Even you and me, we never commit any sin. If I fuck with one, it's not a sin.
Of course.
Understand?
I'm 100% human being. 100% human being, perfect. I need
If
no savior. I know I have no sin. So
we don't have any sin. Understand? They just cancel, make our ancestors to look like they are rubbish. While you and me is ancestors tomorrow for other
of
people.
course, yeah.
What did you do that your people were going to cancel you as their ancestor? They do nothing. Our ancestors did nothing. I asked my friend, he's here, he's inside. He's a white man. He's inside now with his girlfriend. See them. Yeah. Before, when you are talking, I asked them, do you know what is ancestor? He said, yeah, it's a people before them. I said, yeah. I said, no. Listen, let all the family listen. I tell them, did their ancestors do anything bad that you have to cancel them? He said, no, of course. No. I said, wow, really? No. Then I told him where I come from, that we used to cancel our ancestors and call them they are evil. He said, no, it don't have to be like this. He said that them is the ancestors tomorrow. You understand? So let our people wake and stop canceling our ancestors. Our ancestors is our future. Understand? This is we're gonna die and be ancestors for other people. You understand? You have a daughter. Your daughter in children, you are the ancestors in the time comes. Likewise, everybody. Understand? We don't have to cancel ourselves and embrace other people's fucking religion that is killing us. You understand? Brother, thank you very much for the opportunity you gave me.
You're welcome.
Hello? I really appreciate. I will follow you, and I will follow you, and I will make sure the time I will stop. You know, the time I will stop is when TB Joshua Church, Suleiman Church, Mbaka Church, they will turn to factory and company. When they turn to factory and company, then I will stop.
They will never.
You understand?
They will never turn.
It's killing us. Everybody knows.
It's like waiting for the sheep to grow horns. Sheep will never grow horns, man. After they poop. People, religion will be there like some people are not expecting any religion to close. No, it will never close. Religion will continue forever and forever. And that likewise the truth will continue, but religion can be in all this imaginary God, but some people among them believe it. So that's why when
brother, it's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore because people are dying. People are suffering. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. One of my auntie called me. He told me to send money to her because I used to send money to her, give her like 100 euros. Sometimes she go and collect 40,000. Then now she called me day before yesterday. She told me, please, I need money. And I see that God will give you this money. I call her, sister,
let God
please,
give it to you direct.
let God.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, I told her. I told her. I told her, let God give you the money so that they save my.
That's the sentence I'm telling people. You ask me for money, you say God will bless. No, let God bless you. Let us
she said no.
Ourselves.
She said no. Vate. She said no. God will use me and give her. I said no, sister. Let God give you direct so that you don't have eat the changer, eat everything. Eat changer, eat everything. She told me no. God will use me and bless her. Understand? I said no. If God will use me to bless you, I don't like that. Let her give you that. Let God or he or her give you direct. He said no. That's God will use you. Understand? All this thing is they just put us in a confusion. You understand? They put us in a confusion. I have been many experience of this motherfucker. Somebody even called me in Port Harcourt 2008. Somebody called me from Port Harcourt and told me that if I start church for him, then if the church grow, he will balance me double.
Of course.
You understand?
That's business.
Yeah, Yeah. He told me to bring money that will open church. If the church grow, he will balance me double. I thought at that time I started checking. Why this brother called me and told why this
Oh man.
my net
I'm driving, so network is breaking up. I guess the
yeah.
network is not from my side.
Wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. Keep on liberate our people. Our people are
Of course.
suffering, Daddy. Our people are suffering. My mother also, they are suffering about
Of
religion.
course. All of us, I
Let
know.
us do it and do it once and for all.
Mm-hmm.
Let us do it and do it once and for all.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? Even though if he require money, we will contribute or make sure that you travel all over and do it. I mean it. Of course, here
No,
I am.
what we can be doing is if you hear it, keep spreading it. Like personally, I don't believe in raising money to be doing all that nonsense. What I believe is we can be doing house to house. Your house, you gather people in your house. I mean, wherever I am, I gather people. That's how it's supposed to be, because you
Yeah.
can't be against a system and have something similar to the system. Corruption will come in. Anything you try to build as maybe like that's why you see movement. Every movement give birth to another movement, because some people will come out and say, "No, we don't believe this thing you're saying anymore. We're starting our own now." That's why I don't believe in movement. I believe in men.
Okay.
Let us be
Yeah.
ourselves. We don't need to. Truth don't supposed to be costing us money, unless like you
Yeah.
buy your phone, you pay your internet and all that. But we have our
Yeah.
mouth. Spread it.
Yeah.
Share wherever you are.
No.
Share it.
I mean, if we require money to do it, we will contribute.
Of
I will
course.
contribute. I will definitely do it so that our people will wake up. I'm feeling shy when our people are just dying about Christianity. We are dying on this motherfucker. People can never understand, but I understand what I'm passing through in religion. Fuck religion and fuck religion forever. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Of course, we do.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right, man. All we must be doing what we are doing. We never give up, and we don't care how they think about it. So long I'm doing it with you. No, wait. Now come here, Divine. Okay. So it doesn't matter how people feel, but I know they're getting it.
I
People are
don't
getting it.
care. I don't
That's
care.
why
I
we
don't
should
care.
not relent. Just keep doing what you are doing. Keep saying what you are saying. You may think they're not listening. You see, some people they get upset. They come to my post and say, "See, nobody's liking your post," but they don't know I have many Facebook profiles. I don't share only. So that's like my time people. They say you making posts. Nobody is commenting. Nobody is liking. They thought the Facebook is for likes or commenting. If I'm on Facebook for that, I will just pay money for Facebook for them to be boosting my post. I'm not doing that. Facebook closed my account. I open another one. It has to be
Yeah.
that.
That's how it's supposed to be. Bravo. You see, we don't care.
So the main thing, whoever believes in God, what makes your God different from other people's God? Our ancestors also believed in kind of some God, but where was that God during slavery? People came in and used weapons and overcame them. It was not any God that fought for them. Why people did not enslave our people in the name of any God? It's after they defeated
Yeah.
our people, they introduced their God.
Yeah.
You see? So the truth will prevail and we will keep saying the truth. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, John said we are born into skin, not sin. Yeah, I like that. I was born into skin, not sin.
No problem. Take care.
All right,
I'm
have fun.
I'm in
Yeah.
yeah.
So my brothers and sisters, family and friends, as I was saying, what makes your God different from other gods? Whatever you think your God can do, other people believe their God can do that as well. So the main thing, if your God really exists, why are you suffering? If that your God really exists, your God is anything you say that your God, you are suffering. You needed money, you don't have money, you have to go beg somebody. You go to some people's house, you know how they treat you. They don't treat you well. You know, they look down on you like you are a beggar or something like that. I remember when one guy, I think he's a pastor friend, he said he visited a Mountain of Fire member in their family in Lagos. You know, Lagos is always the type of place we go to beg money when you run out of money in the East, right? So, then, then they say the Mountain of Fire members, they begin to pray. They say every uninvited guest, spirit of uninvited guest, because they didn't invite him before he came. So, I mean, before he come. So that's why because they spiritualize it, they say, we did not invite him, so they are binding the spirit to go. He was there for assistance, of course, financial assistance. We do all that, and we say we are doing the work of God. You see that one? Of course, when I was a minister also, I was looking for people to bring money for me to do the work of God. But how about the God I preach is almighty or can do all things? Where is that God? So we're supposed to think, what different does your God make, or what makes your God different? What makes your God different from other gods? Tell me. I'm all ears. You can share it here, you can post it, tag me on it, let me come there. Nothing. There is nothing. In fact, there is nothing your God can do. Nothing. But you can do a lot of things. You can do a lot of things. That's why I begin to reverse that Mark chapter 10, verse 27. It says, with God, all things are possible, not with men. Who said that nonsense? It's men. You see how we can communicate. This guy was in Austria, the other guys in Europe. They are in Europe, I'm in America, yet we communicate. We communicate, all of us online. So it is men that make things possible. We are in abroad. Men make it possible, not God. Many people are praying for God to make them to travel abroad, but it's not working. God cannot do that. They have to do whatever they're supposed to do to travel. So let us tell ourselves the truth. Let us always tell ourselves the truth and not living in this make-believe. Because make-believe is what brings fear. We begin to have that fear of wrath of God, fear of a curse of God, fear of punishment from God. What God? No God can punish you. Hunger is striking you there. God cannot do anything. Sickness, disease. You go to hospital, you go to people begging. So let us stop all this God nonsense they fed us, they used to deceive us, and begin to tell ourselves the truth. If, for example, Africa is good, do you think somebody like me will be in America for any reason, unless for holiday, to have fun? How many Americans you see in Africa, living in Africa, they say, oh, this is a better place than we are coming from. Unless they run away from America, they committed some crime. But somebody like me, a good citizen, before you become an American citizen, you will renounce your own country, wherever country it is. You have to renounce it first. If you check no, there, or what they ask you, are you willing to leave your country for America? If you check no, they will never give you the citizenship. You have to check yes. Yes, I'm willing. I forget that country. So, and that's how it works, but why? Because life in America is better than life in Africa. The real hellfire in the world today, after religion, is Africa. And what makes Africa the hell it is today? Religious people. Our leaders, they go to church, they go to mosque, but see how it is. See how the condition is. Where is God? You say, oh, God is there. There is time God will do this. There is time God will do that. Who did God tell you that time? You say nobody knows. No, you're supposed to know. Jeremiah 33 verse 3 say, call to me, I will answer you and show you great and mighty things you know not. So if you don't know, you are God supposed to know. So tell me, when you are God, we do that. But you know it will never happen. So let us wake up, my people. And I thank all of you that participated in this live broadcast. You know, we keep doing a good job. All right? Just as like the last brother said, you know, if it requires money, we will put it. But, you know, for now, it does not require any money. It just requires you have your phone. Is that's part of money because you pay your bills, right, to come online. So that's part of it. That's part of spending your money. But speak up. Speak up. Make that post. Stop saying, no, nobody will like it. Most of my posts that people like is the one I just threw there. I didn't mean it. Let me tell you the truth. But the real one I spend most of my time to do, you see somebody comment nonsense on it. So I said, come on, get out there, get out. Because I know I put up my time to dig up something, to do a lot of research, to bring up that. But something I just wrote, maybe a few line of words. It was something that just came to my mind. And people are beginning to celebrate it. So let us reconsider. Let us reconsider what our parents, especially our parents, we love our parents, we respect our parents. That's why we believe whatever they told us. But reconsider what they tell you, right? So when you reconsider that, you begin to live better. Follow the truth. Follow the truth. You don't believe the truth. You know the truth. When you know the truth, the next step is to follow the truth. If you know the truth but don't follow it, it's useless. That truth is useless to you. But when you know the truth, you follow it, then it becomes useful to you, and you live a better life. So thank you, my people and my friends, and I call it a day today. Later, I may still come online, you know. Let me finish what I'm doing and see how it goes. Thank you.